Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in the room. Come on in. Good morning. We are on day 4. Day 4 of May. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. Eileen, happy Monday. Good morning. Good morning, Queen E. Good morning. Hey, Jean-Claude, how are you? Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Miss Gloria. Good morning, everyone. Come on in. Hey, Dubiversity. Dubivicity. I hope I said that right. Good morning. Hey, Maggie. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good morning, Dee. Just making some notes so I don't forget what to tell you all. Good morning, Liz. Good morning. What are we talking about today? Come on in the room and find out. Stick around. Stick around. Good morning, Tanya. How are you? I saw your message. As soon as I'm done with the live, I will get back to you, okay? All right. I didn't get to read it in its entirety. I just saw it pop up on the phone, but I will get back to you. Good morning, Lilia. Or is it afternoon? It's afternoon for you. How are you? How are you doing? You're welcome. You're very welcome. Good morning, CDR. How are you? Good morning, everyone. Ooh, I love where the numbers are at. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Come on in the room. Just write this down and then we'll get started. Hey, Mental. Good morning. How are you? How you doing? How are you? I caught on this new page. Okay. Good morning. Welcome. You're not bad. Okay, great. Awesome. Happy to see you this morning. Happy Monday, Miss Gloria. I'm trying to get to the top of the page, but this mouse does not want to work with me. Hey, Harvey. Good morning. How are you? How you doing? How are you doing? Let me share this out and then we'll get started. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I love it. I love where the numbers are at. Thank y'all so much for sharing. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Certainly do. Let me share it out and then we will get started. Okay. You're doing good. Awesome. I'm doing great. No complaints at all. Hello. Is that Michael? Does that say Michael? Good morning. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for coming in the room. All right. Shared. Double tap. Good. All right. Awesome. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hey, Keith. Let me put my glasses on because, listen, these lights, I think they've been triggering my migraine. So I need to make sure I put my glasses on. All right. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Teeks. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Welcome to the room. I'm Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and Mentor with a focus in productivity and mindset. Welcome to my virtual space. I'm live here Mondays through Fridays 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Get connected, hit the follow button, join us right here. Again, you want to get connected. We're going places, we're doing major things, we're transforming our lives, accomplishing our major life goals. It is important that in this season you're connected to a community that are filled with like-minded individuals that are going places and pursuing their life goals. So again, hit that follow button so you'll get the notification whenever I go live. All right, I'm live here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So join us right here. Now, we like to get started with our gratitude check-in. Hey, Barry, good morning. How are you? We'd like to get started with our gratitude check-in. So go ahead and drop in the comments some things that you're absolutely grateful for today. Hey, Vicky, good morning. How are you? How you doing? So go ahead and drop in the comments some things that you're absolutely grateful for today. What are you grateful for today? Let me know. We practice gratitude here because it helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance. We're not sitting around and complaining about what's not big enough, who's missing, what's missing. No, we're finding things to be grateful for. To be grateful for. All right. Hey, Patty, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Not in pain. I love that, Queen E. I'm happy that you're not in pain. Hello, good evening from Indonesia. How are you? How you doing? I'm so grateful seeing you this morning. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you so much for showing up. Grateful for my family. Grateful for seeing another day. Love it. Grateful for the big three. Awesome. So the big three is life, health, and strength. So if those are the things that you're grateful for, you are going to drop big three in the comments. Hey, Miss SIJ, how are you? Public room to practice. Okay, great. Awesome. I'm alive and healthy. Yes, indeed. I love that. Grateful for me and my family's life. Awesome, Angela. I love that. Grateful for everything. Love it. How to get Gia, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about that. There's so many elements that could play a role in that. Your question is very broad. I don't know where you're from. I don't know what you want to study. That question is too broad for me to give you a response, okay, Gia? It's too broad. Grateful for God's grace and mercy. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Refine that question a little bit more because there may be somebody in the comments that can help you, but your question is too broad. It's too broad. Refine it and type it again, okay? Maybe there's someone in the comments that could help you. All right. Let's see. It's going so fast. Grateful for everything. Awesome. Grateful for the power of prayer. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The power of prayer. Grateful for life, for being able-bodied. Yes, food, roof over my head, me time, yes, indeed, and trusting the process, yes. Grateful for my courage, awesome. Grateful for the person I'm becoming, yes. Ooh, I like that. Grateful for the breath of life, yes, indeed. I love it. I love all of it. This is great. Hey, Lady Lugs, how are you? How you doing? I love it. All right. So we practice gratitude here because it helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance. We're not sitting around complaining. Grateful for peace of mind. Awesome. I love it. So we do not sit around and complain about what's not big enough, who's not here, what's missing. No, we find things to be grateful for. So we practice gratitude every day. Now, our theme for this year as a community is executive living. And with that theme, we have two mantras that we're walking through the year with. Mantra number 1, I am an effective executive over my life. That is the first mantra. I want you to type that out. Thank y'all so much for coming in the room. I love where the numbers are at. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Yes, mantra number 1, I am an effective executive over my life. Mantra number 2, I only exude executive energy. I am focused, I am disciplined. I am organized. I am focused. I am disciplined. I am organized. So those are the two mantras that we want to filter our decisions through as we go through the day, right? Is this thing helping me to be an effective executive over my life? Is this thing helping me to stay organized, to stay disciplined? Okay, so as you're going through your day, you want to filter the decisions that you have to make through these mantras. The mantra that says, I am an effective executive over my life, and the one that says, I only exude executive energy. So if you have to make a decision that is going to throw you off, throw you out of character, you're going to roll it back. Okay, take a step back and say, nope, I'm not doing this today. Not today. Okay, not today. We want to remain focused. We want to remain disciplined, and we want to remain organized. All right. Good morning, Maxwell. How are you? So those are the mantras that we're walking through the year with. Now, let's pray. We're going to get right into prayer, and then we'll move into our affirmations. All right. So I'm going to pray for all of us. I'm going to pray for all of us in that black bag in the front closet. You took one out of there. Where? Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's pray. We're going to pray the 23rd Psalm, and then we'll move into our affirmations. All right. So here we go. The Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. For thou art with us, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil, our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen, amen, and amen. So that is the 23rd Psalm, and we pray every day. It is very important that you are praying. Very important. If you don't know what to pray, pray the scriptures. They work. Okay? It works. It works. All right, let's get into our affirmations. Hey, good morning, Lexi. For those of you who are new here, we're working from the Bold Moves manual right here. And the affirmations, you can find them in the front of the Bold Moves manual. You can find the updated version of the affirmations in my new book, Leadership Cheat Code. All right. If you want a copy of these books, you're going to message me the word book, and I will get you the details how you can get your copies of these books, okay? But if you're going to stick around with us, I recommend that you get both of them, right? If you're going to the rainforest. Oh, that's good. That's good, Miss Gloria. That is so good. The rainforest site. So the affirmations, the updated version, is inside of my new book, Leadership Cheat Code. If you want a copy of, you should get both of them, okay? You should get both of them. And Mother's Day coming up, absolutely. Get them as gifts, okay? And these are the types of gifts that keeps on giving. These are not the books that you read and put down. There's so many skills to learn, to perfect in these books, okay? So you don't just read them once and you put them down. No, you keep going through them so that you can master yourself, okay? Self-mastery. We'll talk about self-mastery next week, okay? I'll add that to our list of words, and we'll talk about self-mastery next week. But these books will absolutely help you with that, accomplish that goal of self-mastery, okay? So the affirmations, you can find them in both of these. The updated version, though, you'll find in my new book, Leadership Cheat Code. Okay. Hey, Salif, how are you? Good morning to you. All right, let's work through our affirmations. I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. There's so much power in agreement. All right, so here we go. I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. I feel like I want to sneeze. I'm all out of Zyrtec. I have to go to the store today and fill up because my nose is burning. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. So here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself. And I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. Today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. Close my door. I give myself permission to win. I am a visionary. I see beyond my present. I think beyond limitations. I create the future. Nothing is impossible for me. Nothing is impossible for me. Nothing. I can have it. I can build it. I can become it. I can overcome it. I can recover. I can write it. I can launch it. I can go there. I can buy it. Nothing is impossible for me. I can start over and win. I can heal from this thing. I can recover. Nothing is impossible for me. I want you to stay in that headspace as you're pursuing your big goals this year. Remember, nothing is impossible for you. You can get it. You can have it. You can buy it. You can own it. You can go there. You can write it. You can launch it. You can become it. Absolutely, Teeks. You can become it. Whatever you see in your head, the version of you that you see in your head, you can become it. That healed version of you where little things don't mess with you anymore, you can become it. The executive, the owner of your own corporation, the leader, the head, you can absolutely become it. Okay? All right, so as you're going through the year, pursuing your big goals, I want you to keep that in mind. Nothing is impossible for me. Nothing is impossible for me. Yes, True Vibe English. Absolutely. That is foundation. Okay? All right. Awesome. Great, 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 great. Again, if you want a copy of these affirmations, get my new book, Leadership Cheat Code. The updated affirmations are inside of this one. Okay, so Leadership Cheat Code, if you want a copy of it, you're going to send me a message and I will get you the details how you can get your copy. Okay, all right. Hey, Maverick, how are you? How are you doing? All right, so here's some really quick need to knows. For those of you who are new here, or maybe you came in late, you probably did not hear me introduce myself as a master life coach and mentor. Good morning. As a master life coach and mentor. With that, good morning, Keish. How are you? with that, I do have a mentorship program. So for those of you who are looking for coaching and mentorship in the season, you need guidance, you need structure, you need accountability, you need alignment. You want to stop surviving. You want to stop circling the same mountain, going through the same patterns of life. You're ready to elevate and go to your next level and become. And you know you need support to do that. You're going to message me the word mentor, and I'll send you some information as to how you can work with me. All right. So if you know that you need the help, you need system, you need structure in your life, you want to stop procrastinating because that is setting you all the way back. You're ready to stop and level up to your next level. You're going to message me the word mentor, and I'll send you some information as to how you can get into my program. All right. Now, for those of you who want to get into coaching, you know that you have a strong message. There's a group of people that you want to help, but you're not sure how to get started, how to get off ground zero. I do have a free training for those of you who are interested in being a coach, or you want to build a platform like this one. You're going to message me the word coaching, and I'll send you the information for the free training that I have. Okay. So for those of you who join me here and you want to do this, you want to build your platform, you want to start coaching your audience, you're going to message me the word coaching, and I'll send you the information for the free training that I have. All right. If you have any questions at all, feel free to send me a message. Do not sit on your question. Ask them. This is the year that you ask those questions. Okay. All right. So again, if you want to work with me, you're going to message me the word mentor. If you want access to my free training, for those of you who want to get into coaching, you want to build a platform like this one, you're going to message me the word coaching. Now, if you are saying you do not have money to invest in hiring a mentor, I want you to see the link in my bio. There's a free resource on that link. It's called the Money Plan. 10 ways to fund your personal development. You're going to download that. You're going to work those ideas, and then you come on back and enroll in my mentorship program. Okay, so that we can work together and we can get those goals accomplished. Now, next Monday, hey, Lady May, can you send me a message? Send me a message. Don't put it in the comments because I won't be able to respond. Can you send me a message, Lady May? Let me know if you know how to send me a message. Okay, let me know. So next Sunday is Mother's Day. Now for this month of May, on the ministry side of things, for those of you who are new here may not know, but I do have a ministry, and our summer initiative is a mom's mentorship, and this is our financial edition of that mentorship. So that is now open for registration. That's on the ministry side of things, okay? So it's Mom's Mentorship Financial Edition. So if you know a mom between the age of 18 and 25 that could use some mentorship in the area of finances, okay, you're going to have them send me a message with the word moms, okay, or mom, okay? How to send a message. Lady May, there's a little yellow box next to where you just typed your question. There's a little yellow box right there. That is how you message me. Okay, Lady May? There's a little yellow box right next to where you just typed that question. You're going to type in that box. Okay, that little yellow box. You're going to use that. I think it says Service Plus. Does it say Service Plus on your end? I don't know. Or does it say Contact? I know on my end it says Service Plus. I know that's what it says on my end. I don't know what it says on your end. But it has like a little arrow. Lady May, that's how you're going to message me. All of you that have question for me, you're going to use that little yellow box to send me a message so I can respond to you that way. Okay? All right. So again, if you know a mom between the age of 18 and 25, you got it? Okay, great. Awesome. My ministry is doing a summer initiative, Mom's Mentorship Financial Edition. So if you want them to get in, if you know they would benefit from this financial mentorship, please send me a message so I can get you the registration link. It is free. Okay, it's sponsored by World Changers Ministries. So it's a free mentorship, 4 weeks, financial mentorship for moms 18 to 25 years old. This is the summer initiative for our ministry. So please send me a message so I can get you the registration link and you can get it to whichever young mom that you know that could benefit from it. Okay? All right, awesome. If you have any questions at all, I know I talk really fast. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me a message. My DMs are open. So do not sit on your questions. Don't do that. And I often make reference to the story of Jesus and the woman at the well. One conversation changed her life. And I truly believe that some of you with these deep questions that you refuse to ask, one conversation can totally revolutionize your life. So this is not the year to sit on the questions that you have. Okay? The worst the person could say is, no, I'm not answering that question. And guess what? What do? You move on to the next person. Okay? You move on to the next person that will answer the question for you. Okay? The worst they could say is, no, I'm not going to answer that question. And that's okay. That's okay. All right? So do not sit down on the questions that you have this year. Ask them. All right? You're going to ask those questions. Don't sit on them. All right? All right, great. Let's get into the word of the day. Let's do that. Let's get into the word of the day. Today, we are going to talk about adventure. That is the word of the day. I figure this would be a great way to start our week out. So the word of the day is adventure. Hey, Michael, how are you? We're on page 107. We're going to talk about adventure. Yes, page 107 and 108 of the Bold Moves Manual. Okay, page 107. And we're going to talk about adventure. I figure it would be a great way to start our week, right? Start the week out being adventurous. Anybody scared? No, can't be scared. Can't be scared at all, right? Okay, let's talk about adventure. Again, if you want a copy, no, you're not scared. Okay. If you want a copy of the book, you're going to message me the word book. And I'll get you the details how you can get your copy. Okay? All right. Awesome. Awesome. Let's get through this really quickly. Let's do that. Let's get through it. Okay. I see you, Maverick. I see you. All right. So the word of the day is adventure. And here's the definition that I went with. An exciting or unexpected event or course of events. That's the definition I went with. An exciting or unexpected event or course of events. Now, when was the last time you did something that was adventurous? I want you to think about that. When was the last time you did something just out of the blue and adventurous for you? And here's the thing. You don't have to jump out of a plane or climb a huge mountain to be adventurous. That is not the only way. Because for some of us, we may never do that. I do want to jump out of a plane one day, though. I want to. We'll see if we get there, but I do want to. I said that I was going to try bungee jumping first before I actually do that. But one day I will. My son is trying to get me to do it, like really do it instead of just talking. He's the adventurous one. Oh my God, that boy. That boy. But again, adventure is not always just jumping out of a plane or climbing a mountain. It could be just switching up your routine, right? Or trying a type of food that you've never tried before. Or parking your car somewhere that you've never parked before and then just walk around. That could be adventurous. And for some individual, it's going to take like baby steps like that. Okay. Parking in a location where you never parked before and just walk around just to see the area. For some of us, we may need to take those baby steps before we get to jumping out of a plane, right? Learning how to ski. Oh, skate. Okay. Okay. All right. I like that. I like that. I tried that before. I sprained my ankle though, so I didn't bother doing it again. I didn't. Maybe one day soon I'll try it. I'll try it again. Okay? All right. So, again, you could switch up your routine a bit, try a new food, or park your car somewhere where you usually don't and just walk around, okay? Just to see something different. So, I want to help you to shift your perspective today when it comes to adventure. Now, for me, about 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago? I was working through like the final phase of this whole rebranding that I was doing at the time, right? And I did not realize just how difficult it would be to take all of my clothes out of my closet because I was redoing my wardrobe, right? Now I'm used to donating clothes, but to take everything out and put in all new stuff like that was hard. It was very hard for me. But I actually did it. It took some time, but I did it. So that was an adventure for me. So again, adventure does not have to be jumping out of a plane, climbing the mountain, traveling hours and hours away. It doesn't always have to be that. Okay? So I want to continue to challenge us to do more adventurous things on this journey. And again, adventure is not always jumping out of a plane. So when I say that word, I don't want you to only think about those things. Okay, so it's more than just traveling, more than just thrill seeking. It's a mindset. And that is what I want you to hold on to. Being adventurous is a mindset, a way of living boldly, stepping into the unknown and embracing new experiences with courage. Now, many people stay stuck in routines, afraid to take risks or try something new. But the greatest breakthroughs, the most memorable moments, and the deepest personal growth happen when you dare to embrace life as an adventure. Okay? So today I want to help us to see adventure not as something distant, right? Like in 10 years I want to do this, or in 5 years I want to go there. Not as something distant, but as a daily choice. Okay? As a daily choice, one that will change us, stretch us, and ultimately empower us to make these bold moves that we're trying to make and become the most effective executive that we can be, as our theme says for this year. All right. Now, adventure is a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone and embrace the unknown with faith and excitement. Okay. Now, here are the elements to consider: curiosity, courage, and growth. Okay, these are the elements to consider. At 55, moved away from my family to another city where I really didn't know anyone. And that right there is adventure. Very adventurous. Okay, something wrong about the live? I don't know. Maybe you need to go out and come back. Is it acting up for anybody else? Let me know. Let me know. Is the live acting up for anyone else? Or is it just on Barry's device? Let me know. Y'all can see me, hear me? No, it's okay. All right. So maybe you need to go out and come back. I think it was Barry that said it was acting up. So maybe you need to go out and then come back in. Okay? All right. So here are the elements again. Curiosity. So being open to new experiences, new perspective, and new opportunities. Okay? And courage. Taking action despite fear or uncertainty. And then growth. Learning and evolving through every experience, whether it's success or whether it was challenging. Adventure isn't just about where you go, it's about who you become. That is the part that I want you to hold on to. It's not about the destination that you end up, right? And I know a lot of people do it just to take the photos and all of that, but the deeper meaning or the deeper part of it that I want you to hold on to is, who do I become in being adventurous? I become bolder. I'm more confident in myself. I trust myself to make the right decision, even in an uncertain situation, right? So it's not about the destination. It's about who you become. Trying this new thing, putting yourself out there, right? Taking a risk on yourself or betting on yourself. Okay? Send a message like kick me off. Okay. I'm not sure why that happened. Yes, Miss Arena. So it's not about the destination, because a lot of people will get a bit frustrated and say, man, I would like to be a little bit more adventurous, but maybe they don't have the finances, they don't have the resources for it. But it is a mindset. It's about who you become when you decide to do something outside of the norm. Okay? So it's not about where you go, but who you become in the process. And as I told you all before that, I'm determined to show up in every situation as the future me, right? I'm not waiting until I get there to show up like that person. I want to show up today. And that person is bold and adventurous, right? And we'll stand up and we'll speak up, right? So I'm activating the future me now. Now, here are some, here's why being adventurous matters. Here's why it matters. A life without adventure is a life half lived. And we don't want that, right? No, we don't want that. We don't want that. When we embrace adventure, here's what happened. Number one, we overcome fear. That's the first thing. Yes, showing up as the future me. Absolutely. That has been one of my mantras. I'm showing up as the future me. I'm not waiting until a particular thing happened to show up as that. No, I'm going to show up as that person right now. I know that's where I'm going. I know the destination where I'm heading, but I'm going to make sure that I look like, speak like, walk like that person before I get there. Okay? All right? And you can do the same. You can do the same. All right, so here's what happens when you embrace adventure. Number one, you overcome fear. When adventure pushes you to go beyond those limits that you set for yourself, and that helps you to overcome fear, right? The thing that we once thought was just impossible, there's no way. I used to say, there's no way I could get on a live stream and talk to strangers, people in a whole different country that I've never been. I used to say that, right? I used to say that there's no way I could get on camera and talk to somebody that I've never met. And here I am today, right? Talking to you all. And we're a family on here. Okay? So being adventurous, it pushes you beyond your limits. Things that you thought you would never do. Being adventurous will help you to do it, to overcome your fear so you can do it. The second thing, we discover our true strength, right? It's so funny because when I was younger, I always wanted to be a teacher, but I would have never imagined teaching in this type of a setting, right? Never. I would have never imagined that I would be able to do something like that, right? But I always wanted to be a teacher. I always wanted to be a teacher. My grandfather said that I was a nurse. My mom said I should go to nursing school. And I do love nursing. I absolutely do love it. But as a kid, I always wanted to be a teacher. Here I am today. Challenged myself, stretched myself, and rediscovered a strength of mine, which is teaching. Okay? So we discover our true strength. When you take a risk, you realize how strong you are, how capable you are, how resilient you really are. Now, my disclaimer here, make sure that when you're being adventurous, you're also being safe. Okay? I want you to focus on life-giving activities. Nothing that's going to hurt you. That's my disclaimer. Okay? Life-giving activities. Okay? All right. The third thing is that we create a life of fulfillment. Okay. We create a life of fulfillment. Some of the best memories and most meaningful experiences happen when you say yes to adventure. It does. So think about it. What are the moments in your life that really shaped you, right? You did that thing and you realize, like, oh my God, I can absolutely do this. I can continue to do this. This is something that I would love to continue to do into my future, all the way in my future. Now, chances are they evolved from a level of risk that you took, right? You went up there, you did a bit of public speaking, you took a chance on yourself and did a little bit of public speaking, and that thing filled you up so much you were like, oh my God, this is what I have to do. This is what I was born to do. As nervous as you were, you still had the realization that this thing right here, this is what I was born to do. Now my adventure feels pretty small compared to yours. I just switch up my routine to work. Okay. Your route to work. But that is a good start. And like I said, for some of us, it is going to take baby steps, right? It's going to take baby steps. So maybe changing the way that you eat, that's a baby step. Changing the route that you take to work, right? That's a baby step. So keep doing that. Keep doing little things like that. Okay? All right? Okay, great. Now moving to this country, that was an adventure and a culture shock for me. It was. It was very adventurous, right? And I was the oldest of the three that were traveling. So can you imagine me never been on a plane before, never been outside of my country? And I was the oldest. So I had to make sure that my younger brother and sister was safe. And this is all new to me. So that was an adventure. How old were you? I was 23, 24, 23, somewhere there. When I moved here, I was like 23, I think. Yeah, somewhere there. Early 20s when I moved here. But yeah, that was an adventure. It was a wild adventure. But here's the thing. If I had to choose again, moving to this country, I would still make the same decision. I would. Even with all the challenges that I face, I would still make the same decision. Yes, give it to me another time. I will come. I will move. I will suffer what I have to suffer. I will do it. It's absolutely worth it. So that is definitely an adventure that if I had the choice to choose again, I would do it. I'd absolutely do it. Same for me. Was by myself and had to do connected. Oh, I made sure that I did not book a connected flight because I was scared out of my mind. Because again, I was the oldest. I never did this before, never flown before. So I tried to avoid the connection, Keish. I tried to avoid that. Right? And this was when I think Air Jamaica was still in business back then. Air Jamaica. So I booked Air Jamaica and there was a direct flight from Montego Bay to JFK. So I got that. I was like, nope, I'm not doing no connecting flights. Nope, not doing it. Book Air Jamaica. Tell you how long ago that was. Air Jamaica straight flight here. But that was an adventure. And again, if given the choice, I would do it all over again. I would. The whole ordeal, the whole New York experience. If given a choice, I would definitely choose it again. I would. That was an adventure, but it made me stronger, right? Again, as I said, why it matters. It shows you that you're stronger, you're more resilient, right? So I learned all of that living in New York City. I didn't know I was connecting until I got, okay. Someone else booked your flight for you. Okay. I booked the flights. I did. I was the one that booked the flights because then I was working for I was working for Beaches and Sandals at the time. So, like, handling flights was something I was sort of familiar with, right? Because I took care of the VIP guests in the hotel. So I had some familiarity with like reading flight information. That I had, but that was about it. Okay. Air Jamaica, there's an airline that I haven't heard in a long time. Yeah, I think they went out of business like the following year after I moved here. They went out of business, or they changed to Caribbean Airs. I think they changed the name. Somebody bought them out. Just like how I learned English on my own. It was truly a real adventure. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I celebrate that. All right, great. So if given a choice, I would definitely choose the same. I would make the same decision. I would move here again and go through the same ordeal. I wouldn't mind at all, right? Because it made me stronger, made me street smart, made me financially smarter. Like my grandma and my mom did a good job with financial education, but moving to this country, Lord, that thing taught me to manage my money well, very well. Okay? It taught me the importance of education, of having something up here. Okay? So I would definitely choose it again. All right. Okay, great, great, great. So here are some ideas as to how to live a life of adventure. Here are some suggestions. Say yes to new opportunities. Okay? Many of us miss out on incredible experiences because we let fear or doubt hold us back, whether it's starting a business, traveling somewhere, or learning a new skill, right? Or meeting new people. Meeting new people. Start saying yes to what may be unknown. Be a little bit adventurous. And I told you all that I started this Wednesday night social spiritual get together, right? Because again, I want to socialize with people who are interested in things that I am interested in, right? So I started this Wednesday night meetup thing, and it's been about 13 weeks now. That's crazy. The time went by so fast. Yeah, it's been about 13 weeks now. And I'm the only African American in that group of individuals. And I don't feel weird at all. I really don't. I really don't feel weird. But it's something different for me. It's something outside of, that's one of your fears. I challenged myself because that was one of the things that I knew that I needed to work on this year, was to really challenge myself in the area of socializing, right? The dance class. I also did the dance class as well, right? So I really wanted to be a little bit more adventurous when it comes to socializing. So I've been socializing with a lot of different people. In the dance class that I went to, I was the youngest person in that dance class, right? Because of the type of dance that I chose, right? I was the youngest person in that. So I have been challenging myself in the area of socializing in places that I never tried before. Okay? So you have to figure out what area you need to be a little bit more adventurous in. For me, socializing was the thing because I love my me time. I love my alone time. Like, I could be in my house the entire week and I don't have to go outside and it wouldn't bother me at all, right? It would not bother me at all. But I understand where I'm going, some goals that I have to accomplish, right? I understand that I need to get out. I need to socialize more. So that is the area that I chose to be more adventurous in. So you got to figure it out. That's the same with you, Therese. Yeah, I could stay in my house the entire week. I don't have to go outside. I won't feel bored. None of that. I won't. I promise you I won't. I love it. I do. I love it. I can be inside my house the entire week. I don't have to go outside. I don't. My sister always gets on me. She's like, why do you have all of this land space and you never go in the back of your yard? She always says that. Why do you have so much yard space and you're never outside. That's what she always says to me. But I love being inside my house. I love it, right? So I knew that I wanted to be a little bit more adventurous when it comes to socializing this year. So that is what I've been working on. So you have to figure out, maybe you are the social butterfly, but there's another area of your life that you're like really strict and tight on. You don't want to change anything. You don't want to do anything different. That area right there. Try to be a little bit more adventurous in there. 3 days alone. Okay, yeah, I don't mind being alone. I really don't. But I understand that where I'm going, the goals that I want to accomplish, it's important that I get out, that I learn new perspective. And I'm telling you, this Wednesday night meetup that I've been going to, I have learned so much. I've seen things. Hey, friend, how are you? I've seen some different perspective when it comes to money, when it comes to investing, when it comes to spiritual life, right? It has been very good. So like I said, even though I'm the only African American there, like they don't make me feel different or anything like that. They're very nice people, right? And I've learned so much from being there, seeing different perspective, hearing different stories, different life choices, right? Very good. So I'm happy that I took on that decision to be a little bit more adventurous, right? One of the ladies was saying to me, she was like, I can't believe that you came by yourself. You're so bold. You're so brave to come by yourself, because everybody's like with somebody else, and I went by myself because I would just go there right after work, right? Just go by myself. But it has been really good for me. Very good for me. So be a little bit more adventurous. So figure out the area of your life that you need to be a little more adventurous in. Okay. So you're going to ask yourself, when was the last time you did something for the first time, or something that was different from your usual routine? When was the last time you did that? Maybe took a different route to work, as Lilia said. When was the last time you did that? Which they do tell you that it is it's not safe to always take the same route home, because somebody could be monitoring you. So maybe you need to learn a new route home. Okay? Maybe you need to learn a new route home. They always say that. Don't always take the same way home. Figure out at least 2 ways to get to your house. Okay? So do something a little adventurous today. Shake things up a little. All right. The next thing that you need to do. So the first thing is to start saying yes to new opportunities. The next thing you need to do is shift your mindset. Adventure isn't about external experiences. It's about how you see life. Okay. Approach challenges with curiosity instead of fear. See obstacles as a part of the journey instead of a reason to quit. No, we're not quitting. And the third thing, and I encourage you to do this every day, is take bold steps. Take bold steps. What's one thing that you've been afraid of doing, but deep down inside of you, you know that it would change your life if you do it. You know it would absolutely change your life if you do it. What is that one thing that you've been avoiding because it's not your usual thing? It's not the norm for you. So you're trying to avoid it, even though you know, if I do this thing, there are new connections that's going to come, right? It's going to cause me to elevate, learn more, switch up the way that I speak a little bit. You know, it's going to stretch you a little. So you've been avoiding it, but you know that it would change your life. Go back to school. That's a good one. And a lot of people have that as their thing that they've been avoiding. So give it a shot. Maybe take a certificate course, a short one, just to give it a test run. Okay? You don't have to lock into a 2 years or 4 years program. Test out a certificate program first. Okay? Go to school. Okay. At 59. Okay. So for those of you who have that thing on your list that you know would change your life, maybe you don't want to commit to a degree program. Test out a certificate program. See how you feel, how you get back into the groove of going to school. Try that. Instead of committing to a 2 years or a 4 years program, test out a certificate program. Okay? That's the adventure that I want you to tap into. For those of you who are saying you've been avoiding school, but you know it would change your life if you went back. Test out, find a certificate program that you would be interested in that would add value to your resume and test it out. All right, go ahead and do it. Do it. Challenge yourself. I promise you that it's going to be worth it. Okay, it's going to be worth it. Let me skip through some of this. For those of you who are just coming in the room, we're reading from page 167. Is that what I said? No, 107. Let me find it again. What did I say? It's 167 for me for my manuscript. It's 107. Do you mean academics? Yes, I mean academics. Or it could be a skill, right? You learn a skill and you get certified in that to do that thing. It could be. Okay. So page 107. Page 107 we're reading from. We're talking about adventure for those of you who just came in the room. So this is what we're reading from, the Bold Moves Manual. If you want a copy of it, just message me the word book and I'll get you the details how you can get a copy of it. So we're on page 107 and 108 today. All right, for the person that talked about academics. So it could be a skill that you learn. Copyright. Get a certificate in copywriting. That is such a valuable skill right now. Copywriting. Something like that. If you're interested in stuff like that, you can get a certificate in copywriting. All right, so where are we? Let's jump down a bit. You're going to get the rest of the notes in the book. I got to go before my alarm goes off. I have to go before my alarm goes off. Okay? So, today, take one adventurous step. Okay? Whether it's big or small. Do it. Choose something that push you beyond your norm and into new experiences. Challenge yourself. Test it out. Okay? I want you to embrace adventure. Do something new. Do something fun. Take a different way home. Okay? All right. So the word of the day is adventure. That's the word of the day. And again, it's on page 107 of the Bold Moves Manual. Get you a copy so you can follow along with us. Just message me the word book and I'll tell you how to get it. Okay? All right, mental, I see you. You're very welcome. Zimbabwe School of Etiquette. I like that. Send me a message. I like that. Y'all see why you need to have the right tag? Send me a message. I want to connect with you. Zimbabwe School of Etiquette. I love that. Speaking my language when it comes to etiquette. You're speaking my language. Patricia, can you send me a message with the word book? This is why you have to make sure that your tag, whatever your name is on all of these platforms, please, make sure that whatever, hold on, this is, I'm over my time limit now. You got to make sure that whatever name you use on these platforms, make sure that it represents you well. The connection that you're looking for is out there, but they can't find you because your name is something that does not represent what you want to be known for. Okay? All right? Mannerism, Barry. Mannerism. You can have phone etiquette. You can have camera etiquette. You can have table etiquette. It has to do with mannerism. That's what it has to do with. Okay? So Google it. All right? You can have telephone etiquette. Okay? How you sit. Etiquette. I was in pageantry. My mom had me in pageantry at like 5 years old. So I had to learn etiquette. Okay? So I was in pageantry all the way up until I was 5 years old. So I had to learn etiquette. Okay? So I was in pageantry all the way up until I was maybe 20 years old. Yeah, posture, etiquette. That's my lane. This earring keeps falling out. Okay, so etiquette, yes. So I was trying to say, make sure that the name that you have on all of these platforms, because again, the connections are out there. They're looking for you, but they can't find you because the name, the tags that you have on here does not represent you, truly you. Okay? So if your social media tag right now says something that is outlandish, I would recommend that you change it. For those of you who are praying for connection, praying for open doors, praying for opportunities, make sure that the name that you're using on this platform, I know some of you, you don't want to put your government name on there, and that's okay. But whatever you put on there, make sure that it represents what you want to be known for. Okay? All right? Because I want to connect with my friend here. Just that word etiquette, it did something to me. It sent me a message about the individual behind that name. I don't know them. It's the first time I'm seeing them on my live stream. Okay? But that name right there, it did something. Okay? It did something to me. And that is how a lot of opportunities are born. That is how a lot of life connection, business connections, that is how they are born. Okay? Mindfulness. Commonly, yes. Okay, so make sure that whatever tag, I'm giving y'all branding lessons here now. Okay? And you don't have to have a business to take branding lesson. You are your enterprise and you want to represent it well. Okay? You are your enterprise. You don't have to have a EIN number and all of that stuff to be concerned about your brand. You are your brand. So make sure that whatever the tags are, whatever the names are that you're using on these platforms, make sure that they represent you, because there are scouts out there. That's the word that I like to use. There are scouts looking for the next connection, looking for the next person to give an opportunity to. You don't know how many opportunities are passing you by every day because of the tag that you have, the name that you're using on these platforms. You don't know how many opportunities are missing you. So make sure, I know this is off topic, but hopefully it helps somebody. Make sure that your name represents what you want to be known for. Okay? All right? Okay. All right. Awesome. So the word of the day is adventure. The word of the day is adventure. Hello, Peekaboo Shop. How are you? Good morning to you. All right, let's make some declarations and then I've got to go. I've got a running list of things that I need to get done today. Instagram, not just on Instagram, anywhere that you have a presence. It's not just on that platform alone. Anywhere that you have a presence, make sure that your name reflects what you want to be known for. Okay? Make sure it does. If you do not want to put your government name on there, that's okay, but still make sure that what you put represents who you want to be known for, because there are scouts looking for the next person to give an opportunity to. The same opportunity that you're praying for is passing you by because your name is not what they're looking for. Even though you may be very good at the thing that they want done, you could be very good at it, but they don't know because your name does not connect. Okay? All right? All right. Great. Great. I hope that helps somebody. Okay. Let's do these declarations and then I've got to go because I'll stay on here and teach all day. I will. Let's make these declarations. I'm going to decree for all of us, and you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. I agree with that. All right, so here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse, our savings, our checking, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we're blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we're blessed with success, with prosperity and provision. I decree that we walk today in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we are victorious in life. That is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today, and we understand that anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. Be adventurous today. Do something a little different, okay? Do something a little different. Doesn't have to be a far away excursion. No, just do something a little different today. Be adventurous. All right? Awesome. So take the day on with faith and expectancy. Expect good things. Expect answered prayers. Expect promotion and increase. Anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. Do something new. All right. The replay for this will be on my YouTube channel. I am The Productivity Coach on YouTube. I am The Productivity Coach on YouTube. On Facebook, I'm Anika V. Brown. So find me there. Get connected to my platforms, and the replay will be there. Okay? All right. Hopefully by 9 a.m. I should have it up on those platforms. All right. Hey, Latasha, how are you? All right. Have an amazing day. I will see you all back here tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. I'll be right here with another word of the day. If you want the books, you're going to message me the word book, and I'll send you the details. For those of you who want to work with me, send me a message, and I'll give you the details as to how you can start working with me. All right. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Have an amazing